Yeah, you do commentary. No, this is St. Vincent. Is this St. Vincent?
Yeah, no, this is Trinidad and Bermuda. So
yeah, well, yeah. But back up the same I just sent you an email. I gave you the embedded code, right? To stream on our website, right? So let's put that on our website. My sheet. What did I do with my sheet? Alright? Alright. So the game now started. Hey. Excuse officiality. What's the name of that team?
that's Trinidad Select.
Keep the ball in your hands. It's a select team from South.
Did it get brought in as a late team? Because I never got to change to the same.
Because St. Vincent could not get flights because of the carnival. So Trinidad and Tobago select fill the slot. Okay. It was a late change.
Alright, okay. Yeah,
Well, very late change because I don't even have it on our website.
Yeah, you sure?
Scott, when did we find out St. Vincent wasn't playing? Because I've got it on our website that St. Vincent wasn't playing in the game.
Alright. Well, we found out the TT was filling the space for St. Vincent on Friday. St. Vincent knew they couldn't make it at Tuesday last week, I think.
Oh, no,
you weren't involved.
Yeah,
sorry.
so I'm going to have to change the whole schedule. Are they playing
it's St. Vincent had the flight issues.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it here. Trinidad and Tobago fielded a second side made up of young players from South Trinidad.
Alright. Alright, so we'll have to just, after the game, we'll fix it up.
Okay.
Do you want me to push this live?
Yeah.
You want something to throw out as
I can do play-by-play on the bench.
You can? While this is going on? Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, now it's
He's
running.
great at it.
Alright, cool.
Done it.
Yeah, my only problem is I don't have
Right in front of the lineup.
We don't have the lineups at the moment, but
I'll just keep it loose and easy.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
do we have TT's lineup now?
But is that what, that's his working copy, or is that a copy?
We really don't need a running copy of this. We write it in later on our stuff.
Okay, well I can work off of that then.
You want to go for it? You want to leave it on this?
Actually, yeah, because it likely will blow away otherwise. That's a good plan. Okay.
Is there a clipboard behind us for now? So we get a chance to use it later. Alright? Yeah. Help you find it.
Hi, welcome to Fatima College Pavilion, where we're watching international rugby action between Trinidad Selects and Bermuda. NACRA Under-19 Championships in Trinidad and Tobago, and just underway, no score. As we see the fly half for Bermuda Delcion going into action. Ball staying on the blue side. Bermuda playing from right to left on your field, on your screen there. Now clearance kick into this tough wind. It's not going to find touch. The counter-attack opportunity on now. And just knocked on agonizingly short of the line. And first opportunity for the Trinidad Selects to maybe score a try here. Now, folks on the NACRA website might have seen St. Vincent scheduled to be on this tournament, but late flight problems because of Carnival causing a situation that they're unable to attend. So Trinidad has gracefully agreed to a second team made up of great players from the rugby program in and around Trinidad and Tobago. And so they're the guys you're seeing in red. They're playing left to right in this game, and without much notice, they've filled the spot. Great stuff. So we'll try and bring you some of this lineup as we go. But there are some issues with numbers and things like that. Not matching up necessarily. Wind is blowing a gale here. As you're looking at it, it's right at Trinidad's back. It's what typically you would call a 15-point wind because it's going to allow for kickers to just pound that ball down and keep the team who's facing the wind penned in inside their own 22, but also be able to hit long penalties if that's the option. Right now, Trinidad choosing to run with the ball. The big second row driving into the line now. Trinidad just a couple of meters away now, spinning to the left. Bermuda putting up a stout defense. And now long blast of the whistle. And that is going to be against Bermuda. Trinidad, oh, big tackle being put in there now.
I'm off.
So Bermuda right at their line. I was meant to have a first half thing in there. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, big blue wall of defense there. Another whistle. Ball going back to the infraction point. And we'll try and run this ball again. Big looping passes, maybe not the big protocol on a windy day. That ball's gone to ground. Trinidad picking up, but maybe a little bit of crossing took place there. Now we'll take the knock on, so it'll be scrum for Bermuda. So really, Bermuda got out of jail on that one with Trinidad parked on its goal line with several phases of penalties. Escaped with no points, and so we'll see what the visitors can do to start working their way down the park into this stiff wind. Number 9, the scrum half, trying to get the ball back for Bermuda. Johansson Alyan, but crossing in midfield taking place here, so Trinidad now with the penalty. And some discussion maybe they should take points, but they're happy to run with the ball in hand. Really, this type of U19 tournament is about developing running rugby and not scoring penalty kicks. Good support in numbers by Trinidad to try and run through that stout blue defense. Now at the line, Trinidad just needs to touch down and even touch the post possibly. They're over the line now. That ball's still in the air, didn't go to ground. And now it's going to be deemed unplayable. We're going to have a scrum to Trinidad. Bermuda, sorry. So Trinidad took it in, they weren't able to get it back. So good turnover by Bermuda at their own goal line. Now, this is still an opportunity for Trinidad because they're parked right in the middle and they're going to want to do a clearance kick. Bermuda will. And chances are that ball is going to go straight up in this wind. And Trinidad's got to be ready to see what's going to come from the sky as a present possibly. That's been stolen against that. No, it's gone back for Bermuda's side. But let's see what happens with this clearance kick. And it's a knock-on in goal. So it'll be a scrum 5 to Trinidad. So they're tangling a little bit on the blue team. beautiful country here. Ball going back, and now the Bermuda defense, slide defense coming across. Trying to shut that outside lane out. And into touch. So we created a scoreboard. Yeah, it's a scoreboard. So we're going to have a line out. In windy conditions, we'll see this is going to be Bermuda's first line out. And right close to their own line, they want to probably keep that to first jumper option. And they do. Nice replay showing the play that led to the line out, not straight the call. You're going to see a lot of those today with this. It's got to be going up to 25-30 knots across the pitch here. So the hookers are going to struggle to get that ball in straight. So we'll have a scrum in 15. It's going to be Trinidad and Tobago with advantage here. About 8 minutes gone in this first half. We're playing modified 35-minute halves. Fatima College saw the first two games of this tournament as well on Saturday, where USA South beat the Trinidad and Tobago side 19-17, and with a 14-0 win by Barbados over Jamaica. Trinidad showing a lot of nous to get to that line, and they are right on the line, and now full blast of the whistle, penalty against Trinidad, coming in from the side at the breakdown, and so Bermuda is really breathing a sigh of relief, though their sigh of relief is being filled with lots of wind. It was a double movement, in fact, as they were going near the try line. That's a great clearance kick into that wind, and Bermuda's got to be happy with that. As we see the ball go to ground, and then it was played on the ground essentially for that second move near the try line, and that was a no-go. Nice big wide tunnel here as Bermuda will throw this in. Ball tapped down cleanly, and Bermuda with their first real chance of ball in hand, not having to defend. And can they get it going in their inside lane? They've done well. That's a big solid run by the Bermudan winger. He's brought down hard. Driving hard now, that's the flanker, Jean-Pierre Williams. Someone's dad was a big rugby fan. Naming him. Ball going right now. Trinidad putting in some great tackles here. And that's a penalty against Bermuda, not releasing the tackle player, or not releasing the ball. Probably hear the wind on the microphone. That ball didn't find touch. It wasn't knocked on. Yes, it was. So no harm, no foul for Trinidad as they move up about 20 meters. Trinidad spinning that ball back now. Oh, and lately gathered in, but as he came through the lines, impressive stuff. And oh boy, that might be a bit of a high tackle on the Trinidadian player, and a referee coming up with a whistle, but probably not for what they thought was a high tackle. Great run though. Coming through the gap and gathering in a pass just behind the line. Let's watch it on the replay. Look at that, just gathered it in. Nice bit of running. Bit of a stutter step. play, picking up about 20 meters right in front of our broadcast position here. We'll take a look at the front row for the visitors. Josh Dealey, Cameron Keynes, and Nicholas DaCosta in the front row. Second row is got Azzy Mays and Grenville Lyons. Back row, Nicholas Patterson, Rory Dublin, Rory Croft. Rory Croft is the scrum half. Rory Dublin is the back row, along with Nicholas Pell and James Patterson. Outside half is Kamal Easton, Tyler Simons, and that ball's back in play. We'll give you some of those other players. So that's Croft offloading now to the front row, DaCosta. He's a big boy. Off the ground. Croft, good service again to the right to his other back row flanker, Pell. Now that ball's gone to ground. Counter-rucking going to be enough, and now a penalty coming against Bermuda. Are they killing that ball? A breakdown. Player was lying on the ball. Coming in up through the side gate there. Bermuda retreating 10 meters now.
58-1 for Usopp.
That was a great touch finder, and this is the advantage Trinidad's going to have in this opening 35 minutes, is that they've got that huge wind at their back. So, you know, Bermuda and all Trinidad doing too badly with that brisk breeze in their face. And, what they can do within the second frame will probably tell the tale of the story of this match. Trinidadian player coming off. Pick up that number for you in a moment as to who's coming off. Replacement sent in. The selects wearing non-traditional sets of numbers, so you just have to look at their position on the field to kind of determine who's doing what.
Go and give me a jersey number, please. 5.
So that's Warren John that came off with injury for Trinidad and Tobago as another penalty against the home side is called. And now a quick tap trying to be taken by Bermuda. Trinidad and Tobago not retreated 10 meters. Now another penalty, and that's for the not 10. Advantage being played. Now is there possibly going to be a yellow card for the infringement being so blatant? Possibly, as the referee is calling for captains to come over. Would like to think this one will be a warning to start with and say no more of that, because yellow cards in the U19 tournament when it's a short turnaround, you just don't want that kind of thing hanging over your head. Hey Pete, you gotta tell your guys to frame for you got to frame for that touch. Go Jaguars! So that's into touch from great line out on a blustery day there by James Patterson, getting hoisted up in the air and bringing that ball back down. Now it's Croft. He's found a half gap and he's turning it into full gap. He's turning on the gas, tries to step back inside. He's got some support in the form of his halfback partner. No, Easton did well to take that ball into contact. And now the offload to the second row, Grenville Lyons. The referee got right in there. Maybe he was going to score in that one. Unfortunate as they threw the pass, and the referee kind of smiling, "Wow, you got me on that one, guys." And so they'll take the scrum. It'll be Bermuda with the foot in because of the mistake. And so Bermuda really sitting with a great opportunity with the scrum here. And will we see their number 8, Rory Dublin, pick up that ball and maybe go blindside, because that would be a bit of a size mismatch down on that wing. Might see Keel Laban have to deal with it. Oh, that was stolen at the header. Is that a Trinidad put-in? I would have thought it was a Trinidad defensive scrum, but now big, long clearance kick forcing fullback Stephen Edwards back to deal with it. Not the greatest of kicks, and Trinidad and Tobago will lunch on that and see what they can do with it. Stepping back inside. Very physical side, this Trinidad and Tobago select side. They like to run with the ball in hand, but great tackles being put in by the visitors, Bermuda. Bit of lateral running, trying to find the gap, but it's just not creating, but that ball stays Trinidad and Tobago's side. And that's a great bit of running. Keep in mind, this team really only came together last week as a late replacement. They're playing with some cohesion. As we have a Bermuda player on the field down. Good play, swing around. Oh, he was nearly stepped on there. There's a safety issue with that ball going in behind the 22. Someone better deal with it. And lots of TNT pressure coming. Bermuda doing well to absorb that pressure as help comes back. They'll look to get a clearance kickoff here because they're down a player with the injury. He's turned that ball over. Will they get a try here? Oh, a kick over the top. Mark called in goal. And boy, oh boy, I think they would have wanted that one back. That wasn't the play. We have another Bermuda player down on the play. Before Azur Mays was hurt. We've got two Bermudans down now. The one that was down at midfield is back up. But, yeah, if we're looking at this replay now, it was all there for Trinidad and Tobago to score, and instead they opt for the chip over the top. And in terms of percentage plays, that's about as low percentage as you're going to get. See players getting stretched out here.
Don't throw it, hey, don't throw it, just carry it to that. Don't come on the field.
So this NACRA 19 tournament,
don't come on the field.
Select.
Stay on the side.
We have games every night of the week between now and Saturday, where in the final day of the games, based on how the round robin goes, it will be third playing third from each pool, second playing second, and first playing first.
Hold on.
If you're watching this on Sports TV, it's a great chance to maybe sneak out of work early and come down, have a look at the games live at Fatima Stadium, Fatima College. Next game is going to be Turks and Caicos versus British Virgin Islands. It starts at 4 p.m. local time. On Tuesday, the games have Cayman Islands taking on Barbados at Hasley Crawford Stadium, and Mexico will be playing USA South, and those kickoffs are 6 and 8 p.m. And then we're looking at Wednesday's games, Turks and Caicos versus St. Vincent. Well, that's going to be the selects team again. It's a good change in schedule. And Cayman taking on Jamaica in Hasley Crawford Stadium. And then Mexico versus TNT on Thursday night as well. Friday, it's British Virgin Islands versus St. Vincent, which will become the selects, and Bermuda taking on the Turks and Caicos, and then the Saturday playoff games as back to live action. Trinidad with the throw-in here now at their opposition 22.
Carry by them from they're supposed to take this from when they come on this side.
We sports. Like Brandon Ron.
They carry both on this side and
At a full stoppage, they can all go on the field. You can run on the field.
And that's about the third or fourth knot straight we've gotten in both
But they like
teams
to line around.
with this wind. I feel like it's dropping down a bit. Dying down a bit. When we first arrived, it was certainly going in the sort of 25, 30 kilometer an hour range.
We'll get them fixed tonight. We'll make the lines.
Bermuda, we see water off. It's like the throw-in as opposed to the scrum, so showing they don't really back their set piece maybe. As another knot straight, so now it's scrum in 15. So really, I think any lineups go straight to the off the scrum on a windy day, as Bermuda has discovered. down the back line. That was Delcion. He did well. Now out to the outside lane. And this may be our first points of the game. No! Bullish tackling by Bermuda right at the line. Prevents the try. So it looked like they had the lane open down that left wing. Warren John looking to maybe sneak into the corner there. Stopped by a great tackle at the last moment. So now we're going to have a scrum, and it's going to be Trinidad and Tobago's put it 5 meters out. Need to work with the folks at Wii Sports here, putting the games on local television and also streaming it, as you might be watching it through the NACRA website or through the Wii Sports website. Watching it comfortably at your home on channel 14 in the Trinidad and Tobago area. Big driving runs here by the local side. Bermuda leaving their feet, but not before the penalty comes against TNT. You're going to have to retreat 10 meters, try to pick up what that call was. They've done well with these clearance kicks in this stiff wind, and I've just jinxed it because that ball didn't go into touch. Well, it did too. The flag is up over on that side. Trinidad and Tobago trying to do some acrobatics to get that into play. So Bermuda will have the throw-in as well from that penalty. The form book has shown that the not straight is going to plague them all day. Big wide gap. You could back a taxi through there. Now they're closing ranks a little bit. And they finally get a clean connection there. That's Cameron Keynes, the hooker, doing well. Get to his target. Oh, and a nice give and go. Sold the dummy well. That was the fullback, Stephen Edwards. Oh, awkward position as the player got tackled. He hurt? No, he's gotten back up. Oh. Bermuda keeping that ball and not using it quick enough. Now pick and drive and into touch. The flag goes up, and Trinidad and Tobago happy to just bundle the Bermudans into touch. Looking at the local select side here, Cameron James, Simon Bird, and Declan Davis in the front row. Mark Bissar and Nicholas Lobo in the second row. Trevon Daniel and Jean-Pierre Williams in the back row. Number 8, Dexon Benjamin, as we have that line out now, successfully into Trinidad and Tobago side. Trevon Daniel now swinging it out wide. Johansson Ali, and now the ball's gone out to the outside wing again. And we have seen this guy putting up some miles. Now he'll be in for the score. And just thrilled. We're trying to pick up the number there. That is number 38, I want to say. Was it number 38 or number 28? I think that was Akil Laben. And so they have put their first score of the afternoon up. And what a great run down the wing. Right under the post to make for the nice extras. Conversions up. And what happened to our score? Our score button. Okay, there we go. So this is the home side. So this line? Yeah. Did you not change it? No. No. Huh? Yeah. There we go.
Scott confirm a time check for
So now with the restart, Bermuda will try and regroup as they're facing a 7-0 score. Penalty troubles here. Trinidad and Tobago selects right half of that try being scored. Here's Bermuda now into the selects half. Camille Easton punching that down the field, and so here Bermuda will be 5 meters away from the line, and we get just a great shot from our overhead cameras there picking that up, and so Bermuda will have the line out. It'll be Cameron Kane's throwing that in. That's him right there, number 2, and likely he'll be throwing to maybe James Patterson would be first target in that lineup, throwing that flanker up in the air. He's a big, tall package. Sitting number 2 in that lineup, and he's done well to gather that in. Croft gets that out to Patterson, Easton rather. Step inside, and a bit of a loose pass has gone the other way now. So they weren't taking care of that ball in the passing situation. Trinidad and Tobago have taken away that scoring opportunity, and now the select's happy to just clear that down the field and let the fullback, Anthony Ford, deal with that. Sorry, that's Stephen Edwards. Bermuda arriving in numbers and driving over and trying to establish that ruck. That ball's come out now. They've got to deal with it. And now there's a blast of the whistle, and selects leaving their feet at the breakdown, sealing it off. Bermudan player down, that's the fullback. Stephen Edwards got a bit of a knock as he was dealing with that pressure from Trinidad and Tobago. That ball hasn't gone out, and so now counterattack on. That's Ford for TNT, and drop ball. Excruciating, and no advantage gained. So Bermuda, oh, things getting a little chippy. Things getting a little chippy after the whistle. And so they're going to take the scrum. Bermuda will have great opportunity. It's a pretty choice piece of real estate. Just inside the TNT half. Really got to spread your defense, and you've got space in behind the fullback. Expect maybe a high ball kick with this wind to really test the back 3 of Trinidad and Tobago, and Bermuda maybe just gambling on some spilled ball in that situation to possibly give them a scrum in closer, or even broken play. Trinidad and Tobago trying to steal that ball against the head. It's taken back now. That's a great job by Rory Dublin, the number 8. That ball's coming out cleanly, but they've got to use it. And now big penalty is going to take that away. Forward impetus from Bermuda.
Are you about to sub on? He's going to push you over here a little bit. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Clearance kick going down that far wing. Doesn't find touch. Nicely fielded over on that side. That's Tyler Simons. And Bermuda happy to pass it around, and got to be careful now. That was a no-look pass right into traffic, and look, it's going the other way to haunt them. Johansson Allian. It's Jonathan Allian, actually. I was reading his name wrong there. They're putting a little Nordic flair to it. Not needed in this part of the world. And that is half-time. 35 minutes just whipping by here with Bermuda showing lots of interest in scoring some tries, but it's Trinidad and Tobago selects that get across the board first with Akil Levin touching down in the far corner. So our score is 7-0 at halftime, And we're going to take, we'll probably leave pictures live, but we're going to go to break. And you're watching NACRA Under 19 Rugby on Wii Sports. We'll be back with more action.
Watch this. Tell you guys, there's a schooler here. That's ball boys and that's you. Right? So you can call them around as it's half time. Call everybody around. Call the guys on the other side so they can get some water. Call the guys on the far side too. Call them so they can get some water.
No, fine. Like I said, oh, sorry. So it's all up on the schedule, so it's all right. So is it slides anywhere there's events?
All right, okay. That would be included, okay. All right. Okay.
Are you playing ball for the DBS?
No, I don't half of them. Just have to use this one. I try to keep out of it when they come down to the east, if I'm not commissioner.
Good day. Express? Doug, you have the team sheets for this first game?
Yeah.
The guy from the Express just want to...
Take pictures of them? Yeah. Okay.
So I'll hold it up there for you.
Huh? Okay. Huh? You busy? You're putting us out.
So this is the active number in here on this. That's Bermuda. Oh, sorry, no. This is Trinidad. Yeah. Okay. So then this is going to be Bermuda. And those numbers are as this appear here. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we started off. Try to use the computer and then shut down. All right.
pass by, but you realize I'm not doing. Go down to the abdomen here. Keep the guys here, man. Yeah, I'm going to bring them now. Get them over now. Yeah. How much? Yeah. Give it to the Lord. 1 year. Oh, was it that guy? Stop. Right, so. Yeah, get him up. Yes. Guy, good. How long give me quite start? No?
4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Yeah.
Right. So the guy doesn't come before we start. You come, you take over on this mic, and then you just toss to
Bring him
him,
into the conversation. Yeah.
and then just
And
at some point
his
you
name
leave.
is again?
We don't know. When
Oh,
he comes,
oh.
we'll
Tissue is sending it across.
Oh, okay.
Well, the final came off his foot and one of his players was in front there. Yeah. Unfortunate. Only time so you'll only be able to go for the ball plug in. But then you want the ball plug in. Then you want the ball plug in. That's nice of you.
Guys, thank you.
Get fiery and passionate sometimes.
Are we back on your
on the station. You ready?
What? Hold on. You need for here to ask me.
Oh boy. Reckless, man.
That's
Hi, and welcome back to Fatima College Pavilion in Trinidad and Tobago. Doug Cross bringing you live NACRA rugby action between Bermuda and the Trinidad and Tobago Selects, where the home side is leading 7-0. And joining me in the booth is Felice Garrion, and I said your name wrong. I'm sorry, I just learned it 2 seconds ago. What's your name?
My name is Felice Garrion. Thanks for having me along.
You bet. So, what do you know much about this TNT Select side? Because it seems pretty game to play some rugby this afternoon.
Quite a few of the young men actually play at the second division level for their club, so there's a very experienced team in terms of the competition that they play game.
Seems like a lot of pace out there, including the try scorer in the first half. He's got bags of pace.
Yeah, he plays for the club in the south part of the country called Bermuda Rugby Football Club, and they are usually speed merchants of Trinidad Rugby.
This is a big wind that they're playing into, and of course now Bermuda's got that wind at the back, and that must be a concern as you see right there the ball being driven down in the corner.
Yes, it's going to be a big concern, especially since a lot of the players favor the kicking game for this team.
So Bermuda will look like, I thought they were going to have the lineup, but they're bringing it back now.
Went dead into the try area, so
oh, I see, 22-meter drop on there.
I believe he's given them the option of the scrum also, and they have chosen the scrum. Because I see that they've been dominating Bermuda in the first half, so I think that this will play to their strength, so they have one-on-one matchups in the back line.
That's a good option with the windy days we see. Now, how do we say our scrum half's name? Is it Jonathan Seal?
Jonathan
Allian. Oh, right, yeah, it's a Delcian. Yeah. Jonathan Allian. He's wearing number 31. So as I was saying before, don't go by the numbers on their backs, go by where they're standing on the field. As Bermuda putting a good shove in now, and it's going to be a quick ball out, and kicking into that wind, but nice low kick, forcing Bermuda to deal with it. That's gathered in well by Edwards.
The kicks are going to be to their strength in this half because of the wind. However, if Bermuda collects them well, they'll have the advantage because they'll have a lot more possession.
Edwards taken down hard, and now it's offside against Trinidad and Tobago select, so Bermuda will advance another 10 meters here. I'm wondering if, I don't think this is the kind of tournament where they'd want to kick for posts even though they've got this wind.
But clearly Bermuda does not agree with you because they've chosen the option for posts.
I guess you're right, yeah. They feel like it's a free three-pointer on offer. That's a good 38 meters straight on, but that'll add, that wind will add about 20 meters to any guy's kick on a day like today.
However, with the game as close as it is, as only a 7-point gap, the 3 points will be crucial in them closing the gap.
Well, as Trinidad and Tobago learned on Saturday when they lost in the last play of the game in the USA South, and a heartbreaking game for the home team. What an exciting match that was. So not too many missed, I guess there was a couple of missed penalties in that one, so that may have spelled the difference for both sides, depending on if that try hadn't gone across for USA South. So this is going to be a long, straight-on attempt, so just a north to south kick here, and that's going to drift to the left.
Level 22 drop out now.
So that's going to send a message to the home team too that they haven't got a precise kicker, and that's when you're not saying that you're going to go out and cause trouble, but you can get away with a few things and maybe not get punished. Where other days you might get hit by a hot kicker.
But as the old adage says, practice makes perfect, and the more chances you get, the more likely he's going to score.
That's right. So it's a 22-meter dropout. Trinidad and Tobago selects playing in red, playing from right to left on your screen, and that's kicked right to Bermuda. And that's the fly half.
Very strong runner. He's been taking on the ball all afternoon.
Yeah, Kamal Easton showing that he likes to have that ball in hand.
Rock here for Bermuda.
That ball came out. Free play. Blue wave just coming through there. Bermuda in numbers.
Set for the next phase. As they take it on another forward. Pressure on the ball number 8.
Lines gets to it as well.
I think Bermuda's option to now use their forwards for the phase would be a strong option for them in this game.
Oh, I believe so. Keynes, the hooker, is a big package. They've got a lot of nice-sized boys in there from the under-19 level. And that was nearly touched down by Bermuda. And, boy, that was just a last-gasp attempt by TNT to clear the lines there.
It was a great refit that they could get in the try area.
So now, what's our situation here? Because let's see who took it across. I think that was Bermuda that tapped it across, but then kicked through in goal by the scrum half for TNT number 31, Jonathan Allian.
So we're set for another 22 dropout kick to TNT select.
So, you know, I felt that TNT had kicked that through the dead ball line themselves.
As did I. But I believe once the ball is taken back by the Bermuda player.
Right, it was crossed by the line by the Bermuda player, so that was the initial contact point once it was in goal.
Yes, so correct. Once it went dead after that, it's a 22 for TNT select.
So let's see what they can do. If they don't have a dropout specialist, this can be a bit of a play here with this wind. And he really needs to maybe drop back a couple of meters because they've got some tall guys to block that kick down.
They do, and it's a good position once collected, as it is here, number 13. He's stuck to make the touch there.
Yeah, that was Callum Mall. That's a good rugby. That's the best rugby name I've ever heard. Mall is the last name.
It is.
Cousin of the Rucks.
As they change the play to go the other way, seeing an overlap here. Nobody stepped out into touch. There's going to be a line.
Yeah, flag line.
Boy, that was a big size mismatch too. That was the second row, or was it the back row? Number 6. And he's quite a mobile guy, Nicholas Pell. And he was a good flip option there from the scrum half, Rory Croft. So, anytime you get that big forward,
Want them for the ref, who's helping out?
We had their extra sandwiches today.
Time off.
Seem to be having some technical difficulties on the field.
Water being asked for and demanded quite forcefully by.
It seems the referee has picked up a bit of an injury.
Rory, oh, I see what we're dealing with here. Has he got a radio injury or has he got a physical injury? So we may be bringing
The game seems to be
assistant
both
referee
tough on the officials and the players, it would seem.
Right. Ooh, a hammy or something like that.
What's that? It's Alvin?
So we'll have one of the assistant referees coming in, and this is why we have 3rd, 4th, and 5th officials. So now someone who was doing paperwork may be resting to action on the sideline.
That is very true. I think he needs to warm up. Let's see have an injury like the referee on the pitch as well. Seems to be a groin injury. See the physio, giving him some stretches there to see if he's okay.
Temperatures seemed a little hotter earlier today. It felt like about 32, but the wind is really. Do you call that wind chill down here, or is it just a nice day?
Nice day, we would call it. The cloud cover is also giving us some relief from the sun.
Yeah.
All in all, a nice day to play rugby.
Yeah. So when we left the hotel, it's definitely felt a lot warmer. But it's 30 degrees now as our eyewitness weather forecast comes in on the sideline there. Thanks to the man with the iPhone. So have we? Yes, we have changed referees.
No, we have not as yet.
No, he's staying in, gutting it out. That's good.
It's a great essential trade out. I got a bit of an ice break that weekend. But I can't see it.
You received some treatment from the physio.
Nope. Oh, it's going to get worse and worse all day.
Harris Mendes. And the line out comes through, won by TNT.
That was fortunate stuff for TNT.
Very scrappy.
They better run with it, and that was the right option. There was just too much pressure on them to get a clearance kick away. That's gone Bermuda side, but not before a blast of the whistle. Penalty against Bermuda.
For the high tackle there.
Those kind of things you got to be careful with in the short tournament, because a high tackle could get you a yellow, or maybe a sighting or something like that. You could miss the rest of the tournament.
So true, so true.
That ball coming right towards our position. Got one in the back the other day, wasn't paying attention. Sure felt that one. So tell us what your role in rugby was.
I actually played for the club Royals. I'm also a national player. I played football for Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, terrific stuff.
I also played at this level. I can tell you the competition doesn't change no matter how old you get. It's going to be a challenge here for these young men.
How exciting. It must be exciting for these guys to be able to play against other countries at this age.
It is, especially at home in front of the crowd. It's always a challenge.
So we're having to change your Simon Barrett's throwing in number 44. We see number 42 coming in, Wendell Fullerton, and he replaces number 36, Liam Talma, who is coming off with just a bit of, looks like a wonky ankle or something like that.
36 on, 42 off.
So Barrett, the throw not straight, and we've had a number of those with, and the wind is calming down definitely. Lineouts are problematic.
It's still maybe playing a factor for the hookers. They haven't seemed to be getting it right all evening.
Seems to me you got to go as a hooker. You'd be going first jumper and forget about the
Yeah, you would most likely go to your safest jumper.
He hasn't had to run anything.
Bermuda has seen this option, and that's why they're contesting. Between Trinidad and another option.
Cameron Keynes with the throw. It's stolen. And now clearance kick. It's going to go straight up the middle. Edwards will deal with it. He flings it out to his left wing. That's Cedric Ennis. Now, help arrives.
There's a counter rock here by Trinidad. They've won the ball.
They've done well at the breakdown, stealing that ball. Bit of a flat pass, quick hands.
As one of the strengths of Trinidad, going with a more mobile pack, as opposed to the big boys that the Bermuda have chosen.
Baird, the hooker, taking that in. You must just love seeing that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Strong run up the center.
Watching NACRA Rugby on Wii Sports. Wow. Step inside.
Tackle
Shimmy
me.
move. Oh, and he'll want that one back. And that's the second time we've seen an ill-advised chip kick by Trinidad and Tobago. They had a try on in the first half. They could have scored, but instead they kicked over the top and lost it.
Bermuda trying to use the numbers going around on the right.
Kane's showing deft hands at the hooker spot for Bermuda.
Always good to see how forward using his skill set.
And that's a quick offload to the prop, to Costa. That TNT player's got to get out of the way, and he didn't, and that's the penalty. That's the right penalty. He had plenty of chance to roll away the number 8. Is it number, yeah, number 8 for TNT, Mark Bissessar. How do you say his name? Bissessar? And so he was lying around the ball, and so maybe Bermuda's in a little closer. They're going to try and get...
I think they're going to go for the line out, considering that they were successful in the first kick to the post.
I think I've got some
Yeah, done that now.
So 5 meters.
Card or the paper?
I think the announcer just pulled an injury here, which is really shouldn't happen. I'm fully aware.
We're doing that one, but actually that's something.
You would think that with the line out, let's go to the line, are they going to drive over the top?
Yeah, they're going to probably go to the first jumper and just get that rolling ball going and see if they can get the momentum there. It's got to be a precise throw with the wind is just picking up. It's getting ready to throw in.
Yeah, they also need to be very sound with their defense.
25
Oh, they go to the
minutes,
number 4 and it's lost. Trinidad wins the ball.
That is a 3rd or 4th stolen ball by the TNT line-out defensive jumpers. So that's
Oh, it seems to be a free kick for the jumper going up too early. Will they tap and go or will they call for the scrum? They tap and go. Number 8 taking on the ball.
Rory Dublin to the line.
TNT need to be careful here this close to the try line.
You know, just clearing some players out. Now we've got Croft. He sends it
That's
out.
a great line change. Nobody seems to be offside.
Patterson, the
Advantage to
flanker,
Bermuda.
hit immediately as he got that ball. And now another penalty. And maybe you take the, what do you think, Coach? Take the scrum here, maybe? It's maybe a juicy option for Bermuda. I don't know. It doesn't look like they're going to take that.
Oh, they're going to take it for the run.
They're happy to
They're gonna
just
test
bash
TNT.
away.
They're going to test TNT's defense here. Great tackle there. Oh, but I think he's just made it over.
Yeah. And it's the number 8, I think, that has scored there, Rory Dublin, for Bermuda. So just keeping the pressure up on the home side, and they finally bash it across after.
He's getting a
Yeah,
fair
the
number
way
of...
Ante is showing all the TNT players in the defense. Slipping off a couple tackles now, making it a lot easier for Bermuda to penetrate the line.
Offside, the ball needs to be fully out before you come up.
And that's a nice one in terms of position too, very makeable kick conversion-wise. So if this kick goes across, it'll tie it at 7-all.
The kicker has come quite on out.
I feel like he's maybe being a little overly cautious there from the angle he's got. Well, I want him doing a sitter and just chipping that through.
But I think he's worried about the pace of the TNT players in the chase. To try and charge down the kick.
I think this decision will haunt him in terms of positioning here.
It's quite possible. He's made the kick a lot more difficult for himself.
Maybe if you want. Are you getting better or worse?
That's a good 18, 19 meters when I think 10 or 12 would have done it.
I'd rather have you for the rest of the
Academic flags up and we're tied 7-all.
If it gets any worse, come on off, okay? Richard, were you hearing me just now?
TNT to restart from the
Are you
center.
on still?
So of all the Caribbean nations, would you say Trinidad and Tobago's got some of the strongest traditions in terms of hosting rugby and just having rugby culture?
I would say so because we have one of the larger unions. We have 9 or 10 playing clubs, and we have both female and male clubs playing at a very competitive level. Our season lasts from June to December, so we have quite a bit of rugby playing.
That's terrific, and all in very manageable distances.
Yes.
Coming from a guy from Canada, I used to have to drive 5-6 hours for a game, just for a level 3 club game. So it'd be a treat to.
Is it very clear by the number 8?
Bermuda doing well off the restart. Croft.
I think they try and surely pick up the wind beneath their wings.
Absolutely, because they're facing that stiff wind in the first half now.
And there's a knock on there.
Possession a problem for Bermuda.
Advantage to Trinidad. Let's see what they will do with the advantage. Goes across and finally straight stop.
Xavier Henry, the strong half now for TNT. Bermuda screaming to get their defensive lines organized out wide, and rightfully so, because there is some pace out wide.
There's a change made. New scrum half on the pitch. Number 19, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, that's right. That is Xavier Henry. And look at, they've made great inroads in past the Bermuda 22 now. And was Bermuda offside there? No, that ball is out now and free for picking.
There's a great tackle there on the player picking the ball.
And quick blast to the whistle. It's a knock on. It'll be scrum to Trinidad and Tobago. There's a really good opportunity for them to respond back to this try.
If they can win the ball clean, I think a backline play will be very successful in this season.
Yeah, because they're pressed right over hard right, and they just need to get the right wing to come off in his off wing and just add a right on the far wing.
Yeah, that's true. If they can get the ball to the one-on-ones on the wide, I believe that
Checking with them every time. That's what checking with them.
Can't see it from the picture we're showing right now, but the TNT backline steeped up very nicely.
So we seem to have a player down for Bermuda. He seems to be suffering from some cramp.
Yeah, he's just trying to flex that calf a little bit.
Maybe a sub happening?
That's like a little bit of martial arts.
Yes.
It does seem to be some cramp.
Yes. Ryan is ready.
So
Okay.
surprisingly,
Ryan.
I thought we'd see
Next stoppage.
Keyshawn Mendez, the fullback for TNT, maybe cheat into the line a little bit more. But I guess
No,
with this
we're
kind of
taking it
wind,
off.
you can't cheat up too much, or you're going to leave a lot of territory uncovered.
That is true. That is true.
Doing that.
I think he's trusting his pace to see if they deliver when he comes into this.
True, he wants to just make sure they're secure possession of the line out. Yeah, the way it's been going today, you really got to make sure that the ball's not getting kicked through instead of having to play possession that the normal game might provide.
Yeah, that's the better swap.
I believe Keyshawn
Players
has
have
the
to
pace
play.
to turn that defense into offense at any point in time. It's so easy.
Drive on.
Now, do you think he was named after the great
good
wide
talk,
receiver, or
You'll need to grab his master radial.
I think that's before his beat.
Oh, no,
Great name,
give me
like
a.
Keyshawn.
We also don't have a very strong American football culture here.
No? Oh, okay. So that would be a bit odd.
Get his, turn it off, turn this one on.
See, he's creeping up now to join the line.
Oh, look at that. He did cheat right through between the 10-12 channel and on
That's
the
the
ground.
rescue team.
Nice
And now
try.
it's gone to the ground again. Loose passes plaguing the home team now. That ball's out. Bermuda trying to get it. Man tackle before he gets to the ball. And some penalties could be coming if they keep doing that. They're going to take the knock on, it looks like.
There's a knock on there by TNT. Scrum up to Bermuda.
Bodies flying around as we take a look at the replay. And just a quick offload goes over the shoulder. And no one wanted to deal with it. Bermuda arriving in numbers. And then the man tackled without the ball. So a lot of stuff going on in a short amount of time.
With a stronger wind we have today, do you think that is also impacting on the passing?
I think so. You know, you don't have the ability to throw the 8-10 meter cutout passes. We have the referee
Being substituted here. It's coming off. Ryan Hickson to replace him.
Time check. Verify time
From a
check.
guy who's national player who has now moved on to becoming a referee at a very young age.
Time check now.
I think that's a great move to see a lot of players who maybe just near the end of their career been picking up and staying in the game another 10 years being a great referee.
That's true, that is true. And a lot of players you'll find doing that nowadays, that the opportunities open for the referees. You know, you'll see a lot of players moving towards leaving playing at an earlier age to referee.
Especially in the 7th Circuit, that's a great opportunity to travel the world, get paid decent money, and the per diem's okay.
And also you need to be a very fit referee to referee the 7th Circuit.
Yeah, you're not seeing the old Six Nations referees going for a holiday anymore. They need
Whose
to
ball was it here, Alvin?
run end to end in those games. OS7's taking off as a sport round. You guys have a huge tournament in December, Trinidad and Tobago, and that seems to be the anchor.
Oh, and you're good with Advil, yeah? Ibuprofen?
It is. Besides the NACRA 7s, it's one of the biggest 7s that we have in the region. A lot of teams come from abroad to play and to compete. It's hosted by the Trinidad and Tobago enthusiasts.
So we have a referee change successfully taken. What kind of an adjustment do you think players have to make when one referee comes in for another referee?
There's a lot of things that need to be considered, especially at scrum time. The cadence is going to be different.
Verify driver that way, yeah.
His calls at the rock when the ball is
22
out,
minutes gone, you said?
his interpretation may be different from the other referee. There's a lot of adjustment that needs to be made here. The team that adjusts the best will benefit the most.
Now, how have you played under the new scrum laws yet?
I have. It's a bit challenging having the scrum that closer because it nullifies your impact on the engagement.
It's very much like starting an arm wrestle from lying down position.
It is. It no longer benefits the team that is able to get the lowest, but it usually goes towards the team that is heavier because they're harder to move from that point.
Yeah, just it's a rock on.
Never torn one here. Good break here by the number 8. He's getting
Benjamin. He's
getting into the open field. He's opening up the legs.
Spin, and he might just get in from that move. You stop just at the line.
Great recovery tackle there.
Dexon Benjamin, the number 8. Wearing
TNT
number
need
30.
quick ball here to benefit. It's a penalty. Blue seems to be going down straight on the ball.
So great opportunity here for Trinidad and Tobago to break this 7-all deadlock.
Yeah. It's not me.
They go tap ball here. They got to keep their heads because they haven't played a lot together as a team.
That is true.
So we watch Benjamin on the replay, and he spun out of one tackle, and then he was brought
And they
down.
played it quick. Trinidad going forward using the big boys to take it up.
Back to live action. And Bermuda just putting up a stout defensive wall. They do tackle well.
Trinidad need to use their hands here to benefit from this. Oh, and it's lost in the tackle. It went forward there. Advantage to Bermuda as they come out. Oh, he kicks the ball.
Wow, the fullback, Stephen Edwards, really didn't know what he wanted to do with that ball in behind the line. At one point, I think he considered downing it, but realized he'd give up the 5-meter
I think that's what he did, and that's why he decided to kick. So they now come back for no advantage gain, which come down to Bermuda from the initial knock.
That's probably the best outcome from everything that happened. At least they could reset and deal with the scrum instead of a loose kick that might have gone for a try.
That is true. Bermuda need to be on guard here at this scrum. I believe TNT is going to try to counter attack on the scrum.
20 minutes left in this game, tied 7-all. Playing 35-minute halves here, as there's going to be a lot of rugby this week, and sort of trying to manage the players in this heat.
I think Bermuda is going to use the option to kick here.
Yeah, they'll want to just pound it down the field now. Penalty saves them. They'll really give it a ride under controlled conditions.
TNT called here for driving before the ball got in.
So another get out of jail card for Bermuda there, as the selects were right on the line threatening to score. Instead, they're coming back to try and keep this ball in play. Yeah, now Bermuda kicking the other way. I don't know if he's found touch. I don't think he has. The flag, the player on that side was standing in touch, trying to maybe get it back in play.
Referee for the second match is
Pictures being provided by Wii Sports this afternoon at Fatima College Pavilion. Second game coming up this afternoon as well, and that is I've got the schedule right here. Turks and Caicos. And Turks and Caicos will be playing the British Virgin Islands, both first games for those two teams in the second day of competition.
I think it's going to be tough for both of them given the breeze and also the fact that it's their first.
Yeah, you've got to get the yips out, figure everything out.
Those first game jitters.
We can still be AR.
Bermuda moving the ball wide, it's a kick.
Oh, that's a terrific clearance kick.
Fields
By the
up.
fly half. That's number 10, Easton. That's given it a great thump. And that's a 60-meter kick.
Yes, it is. You also put in a good chase there to ensure that there was no quick line out. That Trinidad must set now and play from a set piece line.
That was a near perfect kick. He sort of just swung like a pendulum and got hold of it like a good golf swing. Put it down the field, and that got his team all kinds of relief.
Seems to be down now. Seems to be experiencing some difficulty.
That was a great shot of that kick. Just going, you get frequent flyer miles for a kick like that. So TNT with the wind kicking up now, they're going to have to take care of this ball. They've done well defensively in the lineup, but this one not straight. So for sure they'll take scrum at 15. Well, they're going for the unbelievably with the same. Are they playing with different winds than Trinidad and Tobago?
See, these people are trusting in soccer to get the job done. But you think there will be a stronger threat from the line-out situation.
So pressure time for Cameron Keynes, the hooker. You know, he just watched his opposite number not throw it straight. At least they're on the front foot and a chance to attack.
Right next to 96.1. He knows where it is.
TNT have been good in the last couple defensive lineouts for themselves, so we'll see if they're able to upset again. And they have.
Oh, but some early jumper crashing into the gap there.
Yes, I think he played the player in the air, and that's what the referee was great for.
So now, so Bermuda gets a net result of a free run here if they want to try and pound it across with their second try.
Seems like they're setting up to take it to TNT.
Oh, boy.
The big runner is up.
Rory Croft pitching it out now. Ball going to ground, going to the right now. Pick up that number, number 3. So that was the prop, Nicholas DaCosta. And now the big number 8, he'll be through for the try. Touching down. That is a great job by Dublin, Rory Dublin.
Poor defensive by Trinidad. Good identifying the mismatch on the smaller players as he went over the score crowd. That's 5 points that he could have won.
This might be a tough try to come back from all the pressure they've been putting on. Now, driving.
Identifying the weaker mismatch. He drives over for the try. Excellent play. Number 8 identifying the mismatch, the one-on-one, and over for the try.
15 minutes left.
15 minutes left in the game for Trinidad to bring this down.
Okay, now
We have a change in
Sorry,
the
did you
kickoff.
say 13?
we saw with the score 12-7, the previous kick we were sort of second guessing that maybe he's coming back too far, but this one has to be wide out. It was touchdown out wide, so
The try scorer trying to convert his try.
he's going to have to do it. He's going to have to play the draw here like a Tiger Woods shot. You know, just drive it all the way to the left and let it fade
Big
across
thing
the
here
post.
is his follow through. Oh, and there's a good kick.
I think he's done it. Wow, that is a tremendous kick.
By the try scorer. 7 points now added.
Terrific stuff by Bermuda.
14-7 advantage to Bermuda.
Oh, so you're right. So kicking number 8, you got to like that.
It's always good to see a forward stepping up to take the back step.
Because it's never the other way around.
Never the other
You
way
never
around.
see the fullback put his hand up and go in the front row.
Well, it was up. Well, that's hopefully just a little
When you need the job done, you always rely on the forward.
Whether it's bring the girl, bring the beer, whatever.
He's saying about 15 minutes right now.
And
Kickoff coming.
That's a great high restart.
Who's with them?
score down in the corner.
Well taken by the flanker for Bermuda. We mentioned his name a couple of times, Nicholas Towell. He's a big, tall target there, and now Croft getting in there, burying deep to get that ball out. Croft stepping in there again.
I believe the Bermuda's bash-up game is now paying its toll on TNT's defense. And the tackles seem to be going further and further back. Oh, picking
wow.
up from an offside position there.
Penalty picked up right away there as Grenville Lines was driving into the line for Bermuda. The ball went kind of sideways and the player came in from the outside position.
As they opt to kick for the line to get the line out.
Oh, and that is a good long touch finder, but that one doesn't find touch. Now counterattack on.
Strong run there.
Look at the great first step by the wing on that side.
At least 30 yards. Oh, and no support there. Great tackle there.
Bermuda able to scrap up that loose ball, and now we're going to have the line out.
Xavier Hernandez with a great tackle there. Putting the player down and forcing a knock on by Bermuda. Now it has a shot.
41. Red. 41 red.
So the Bermuda's calling for timeout. I don't think we have timeout, but they definitely need some physio help over there. It seems like
Do we have
the
time
playbook
off?
should be to get that
Do
ball
we
in
have
the
time
hands of
off?
the wing on that far side. What a great first step. What
Yes,
goal
it
was
was.
that? We're going to say it's 11 over number 28, Keel with that. I think he scored the try in the first half.
Yes, another player from the Remo Rugby Football Club from the south of Trinidad and Tobago. As we said before, they are very strong and they're very fast. So they are anytime they get the ball, they are a threat to any team.
So the outside center for Callum Mall, he was injured a little bit, but he's staying in the game for Bermuda. Some looping passes and yeah, that wind. Look at that ball just hanging up.
15 joining the line. What a nice set play by Bermuda. Looking for the pass now. Oh, he's shaking off the tackler.
41 off.
Great stutter step, great
pass.
hands. Wow.
15.
Bermuda have set the rock. They need the ball here to capitalize. They go blind again.
Tyler Simons on that side. Now it's the fly half.
Being used as a battering ram here.
Yeah, Kamel Easton is big for a fly half, but not before penalty. And that's too
That's a
bad, all that
try.
hard work.
No, yes, it's a penalty there.
Not releasing the tackled players. We look at the fullback coming through the gap and look at the pass to Simons here. And in just a second, he shows great hands number 11. You'll see him get the ball as he's coming through the gap late. He reaches back and pulls that in. And great opportunity for Bermuda, but all snuffed away with a penalty at the line.
So important the tackle here right here. See that him holding onto the ball longer than he did cost his team a good try scoring opportunity. Now they have to defend against a line out by TNT 25 meters away from their try line.
I think it wouldn't be overstating that if Bermuda can get any kind of a score, whether it's a penalty or a try here, that might be enough to put them out of distance with 2 scores needed to get back into the game.
The Heat seem to be playing a serious role here as the Bermuda players are down with cramp and many other afflictions.
They have plenty of replacements available to them, and now might be the time for the coach to start hitting the replacements bench.
I think so. He may need to make some tactical changes here to just to tighten up the ship and not to ensure that they concede no more tries.
Yeah, 12 minutes left. You can afford to empty the tank a little bit. Players can stay in though, so cutting it out.
He's setting for the kick. Oh, it doesn't clear the touchline. Great take by the number 11 there for Bermuda.
Simons to the fullback now. That is Stephen Edwards.
Great hands again there by Bermuda.
Loose pass over to the wing. Cedric Ennis. He's got to deal with that. But it's
He's bringing it back.
knock on happened there.
Forward pass.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there you go. Forward pass. Kind of calling this game from a low position. It's not always easy.
Very difficult to gauge the cause of the referee sometimes. Martin signaling to the bench that he's okay.
So Bermuda flat. They're ready to absorb pressure defensively unless they can steal this ball against the head, but not likely the way things have been going this afternoon. And that
Great drive by Bermuda. TNT has the ball. They reverse onto the blind side. It's a 2-on-1 situation here. TNT doing well to retain possession.
they're in numbers. And
It's
now
a
big
strong
gap.
run here. By you need quick ball here to benefit. Oh, but it's a knock on by TNT.
So they're doing 3 things right, and the 4th thing is letting them down. But they're still showing lots of pluck, and only 7 points in this game. They really just need to concentrate on scoring and try to tie this up and keep them in the game.
Agreed, TNT needs it.
Yeah, I think that's number 30, Dexon Benjamin. You've seen some big runs from him already this afternoon, including a big long one close to the line from 40 meters out.
TNT need to tighten up on the support and handling errors to ensure that they can
He's standing
some
about
better
5.
chances and opportunities.
He just
for
pulled
the
that
players
back
out wide to get the ball.
Croft is going to put this in for Bermuda. They're going backwards though. They're retaining possession, and now a great pass from Rory Dublin.
It's a nice rubber through, but it was stopped by the number 10 for TNT.
Quick ball out now. Now chip over the top by the big fly half.
Carried over.
Nice turn of pace here as he tries to identify the hole. The fullback. Oh, it's a poor kick. And Bermuda have recovered it. Ball is loose still. It's up in the air.
Yeah, Bermuda with a chance. They're down a man. They've got a player that's the number 8, Rory
Trinidad with
Dublin.
the counter rock.
Down.
And they've won it. The knock on there in the tackle. And Bermuda.
Oh, things getting a little peppery off the ball. That's Kane's nearly getting into it with the TNT player. All over knock on, but we have another cramped player and our fly half for Bermuda as well. Croft is showing some ill signs of the afternoon.
Croft seems to have picked up that
Clear
injury.
now.
That break.
Time is off. Water on! Water on!
Suffering from some
Water on if you want it, guys. You can run water on.
So now physio taking a look and trying to keep his player on the field, applying some ice. Now, as a veteran player, it's nice to have the attention. It's really more about just getting 5 minutes together.
It's about better than that last win.
Water off now.
Forward. As you can see, it's a try score. I don't think he'll be wanting to
7
come off the
minutes
pitch at this moment, as he's been doing so well taking the ball forward.
Even at 80%, he's probably more than what a lot of players can deliver. He seems to be the fulcrum point for this team.
It is. Every time, every ball carry is going forward, and he continues to maintain possession for the team.
So Bermuda with the scrum now, a bit of a high set there, and now it's an indirect kick. Feed into the scrum.
TNT are going to want to play this quick to get Bermuda on the back foot, so they give it to one of the big boys. Almost lost it. Great skill there. He recovered as he lost it in the tackle.
Yeah, well done to get that ball back as he went into the line. Now it's a penalty. Oh no, it's another indirect. Not back 10 meters from the original call. They were engaged within that 10-meter zone, I guess.
But I believe that call should have been a penalty for not being back. It would have been from an offside position.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Not indirect. Small procedural
They're using the
error.
numbers wider. And as a knock on there by TNT.
Handling has been letting them down in key positions. That and the decision to kick. 2 points to look at.
Agreed. Something the coaches are going to have to look at as they prepare to make 2 changes.
Tell him now.
So we're
Get it
looking
done,
at number
Richard. Tell him his son's
26
coming.
to come on for, that's Ted Davis, and also number 17, Emmanuel Cadet will be coming on. We'll just see who they're replacing as they're waiting for.
Just say who's coming off,
the
Richard.
referee.
I think they're making a change
Who's
to
coming
try and
off,
tighten up their hands there on the attack.
So
That's this winger right in front of you,
Anthony
Richard.
Ford's going into the centers now. Or is he going into the fly half?
43
He'll be
off.
in the outside center spot, I think.
Yes, he is.
And then
You're making
Ted
Richard's
Davis is
life
coming.
difficult.
Replacing,
So Richard,
replaced by
just tell him
Davis.
who's coming off. The only reason he needs to know
So
anything.
that's 43, Kareem James has come off, and 28, Field Glenn has come off.
If you see the
So
guy, he's
a
going
bit of
off.
pace coming off there, maybe some handling errors, and that's the tightening things up, as you say, in the center.
43 and 2 off.
Bermuda here being driven back in the scrum.
And that's a penalty, and the TNT will have to retreat 10 meters.
Quick.
And
The scrum up plays it quick. Does not go to hand. It's a great tackle there. Knock on by Bermuda.
I think Bermuda was looking to get return call of being engaged within 10 meters.
I believe so, but the person who made the tackle was one of the backs who was already back 10 meters from where he played.
So that was fine, even though there might have been other guys creeping up, they weren't affecting play. So it's a scrum now. And this, I think this is probably the most crucial scrum of the game for the TNT Selects, because they're in a great position. They got to stretch the Bermuda defense when they could possibly kick in behind if they want to.
Yes, that is true. And they have options both left and right as the scrum is in the center.
How many subs
This is the first set piece now with the change of the fullback, Anthony Ford, moving into the center spot. So let's see if that pays dividends.
6, 7,
You're going to pick and break from the back of the scrum.
Only one front row.
8.
It's getting a bit messy. Bermuda trying to just hold it up and get the turnover, and instead there's a penalty coming. And what is that one for?
I think it changed too, you know. I think it's
Referee hasn't
changed.
signaled what it's for.
What position is
High
for?
tackle now, he's indicating. Oh, and a
And
big
knocked it
rumbling
off.
run, but the
Great
knock on.
tackle by number 4 for Bermuda.
And now that is Callum Mall, who was injured earlier, but he shows no ill effects. Number 8 now trying to get in there as well, Rory Dublin.
Knock on by Bermuda. That stops the quick break.
Now,
Oh,
could be cart trouble.
smashing tackle there.
Look
You
at
see it
that.
in the replay.
Yes.
Two guys going in the number 12 on the second row.
Now, conversation with the referee. No cards to be handed out here, but
I think at this moment he just wants Bermuda to keep their cool and ensure that they have a good game of rugby and have no incidents.
especially when you've come into this game as a replacement referee, you've got to be careful not to turn the game on its head with some big calls.
Yes, you need to do that, especially as we had such a great job by the referee who did the game, who was going on before.
A lot of problems.
So now, TNT still with the advantage here, just inside the Bermuda line. They need to get a clean ball back on this set piece. See what they can do with forward in this. Oh, we nearly lost it.
And Bermuda have encroached before the ball has gotten out.
No advantage being played.
Oh! Great interception by the winger.
Simons! That is Simons for
Does
Bermuda.
he have the gas to go all the way? No, it's a tackle made by TNT.
Will the help arrive in time?
And it's a lost ball. TNT have countered Rock well. And now they have the ball on their side.
Really
with the pass. Doesn't go to hands. He dummies.
Don't kick it. Saw him thinking kicking. Now that's not a bad option. The chase.
It stayed in and it just crossed the line across the half. Bermuda thinking about taking it quickly here.
Trinidad and Tobago have been larcenous around the breakdown. They just get there and they steal that ball, and they've done a great job. About 10 turnovers.
Bermuda has been slow getting their support there to the breakdowns, and it's showing as they always have to be on the back foot after they make these great breaks. The support is too late, and as a result, Trinidad has capitalized and taken the ball countless times.
Now, did you play in the NACRA under-19s, or was it around when you were a younger man? Not saying that you're out of it by any stretch. You're still playing for the national teams.
I did captain Trinidad and Tobago when we did compete in, I will not say what year because that may give away my age.
That's a great line out.
Yes, it was. Bermuda did well there to receive at the line.
So Croft at the bottom of that pile, the scrum half.
The pick and go at the back of the rock. Still have the ball. Trinidad come to rock in here. They have countless times.
No, hands going in there.
The referee has not seen it, but Trinidad have won the ball.
Out. It is out.
And that's coming in from the side there. It's going to be a penalty to Trinidad and Tobago. They're running out of time here. They need to.
I feel like that ball was out. You just couldn't see it. I mean, optically, it just, it was on the other side there. But
I think he was more concerned about the angle of the player entering and where he entered from. I gave him the big run from the number 2. Still on his feet, driving.
Yeah, Declan Davis seems to be the go-to guy in the forwards for TNT.
And now TNT has made the error, and they have not committed enough numbers, so they have stoppy ball coming out from the rock.
Bermuda making desperate tackles here. What they want is to just force the errors, as handling has been an issue in key moments for Trinidad and Tobago.
And TNT picked the lock. Oh, and Bermuda have considered another penalty here.
You can see the frustration rolling up on Bermuda now. And we've got a player down from Trinidad and Tobago, and I think the referee's calling for immediate assistance.
Physio's on the pitch.
Players awake, but really needed someone to look at him right away. So now, with this injury, time to sort of figure out maybe a gadget player or something that's worked really well in the trainings they've had. It may be just straight hands and getting your paces. We look at number 33 for TNT, Trevon Daniel going down.
Richard, see if you can mic Grant and full time.
He might have just got twisted in an awkward angle, I think.
I think so. He may have received a knock to the head. He seems to be not moving on the pitch.
He's still laying prone there. I mean, we did see his hands now sitting up. It's always a good sign, but that's why they don't play two-hand touch in rugby.
That is right. Always need to be on your guard in this league.
So Doug Cross bringing in selection along with
Felician Guerra here.
Felician Guerra.
NACRA, under 19 regional tournament at the Fatima ground.
Did you play much rugby here?
No, not much, only international. Takes it on. Oh, not necessarily the best option there.
Bermuda's turned that ball over, and I think they're just going to want to hold on to this pick and drive, and not give possession away.
TNT need to be disciplined in the defense here and not give a concede a penalty to ease the pressure.
And there they went against our advice and kicked it down the field. Now, definitely putting TNT under pressure. It's Emmanuel Cadet that's had to deal with that.
Finding some running room here. What will he do now? He needs to continue to
Edwards.
find the support.
What a tackle by Edwards. Came all the way back and covered and caught him from behind, going back the other way.
And TNT blew in here. It's a penalty to Bermuda.
Bermuda needs to slow this down, right? And things are getting peppery again.
Referee will need to take control of this here.
If I'm Bermuda's captain, I just want everyone to be quiet and let's eat up some clock and take our time and kick that to the corner and take our time to set up the lineup and just eat this clock up and then hopefully organize, driving them off from that lineup.
The kick needs to be here for great territory so that they put Trinidad on the back foot yet again as they try and suck up as much time off the clock as possible.
Kamel used to make a similar tremendous kick and he doesn't disappoint. That is full time, so the clock was on their side and what an exciting finish, 14-7 Bermuda over Trinidad and Tobago selection.
Bermuda did well there to hold on to the lead here against the terrible force of Trinidad and Tobago as they got to the 22 so many times they were unable to control to the perilous defense of the Bermuda team.
So, I mean, not a bad result for the selects team who came in at the last minute to replace St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So they've got nothing to be ashamed of and a few things to look at and tightening up. And things that we fixed pretty easily with a little bit
I believe so. I think we're going to see this TNT select team from strength to strength as they move on throughout the tournament. Teams down at the later end, they will have to be very cautious as they play them because they are now getting their sea legs as it is.
And so Bermuda 1-0 in this tournament. That was their first action. And we'll see them later in the week. But we've got another game coming up in double-header action. And it's going to